basketball fans across the world, the All-Star Game. We'll have the greatest athletes in the world playing the greatest game in the world. We're happy to bring it to you with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan for 2K Sports.
This is going to be a tough matchup in this one for Insanity. He's going up against Kevin Durant. KD is one of the sweetest shooting big men in the league. He's a high-octane offensive player and creates matchup problems with that size and length. He's an offensive force. He should have his hands full here.
A quick check now of the starting lineups for both teams. First for the West All-Stars. Russell Westbrook out there with Steph Curry. In the middle, a champion in his lone season at Kentucky, and the 2012 #1 pick overall, shot blocker extraordinaire Anthony Davis. And it's Durant, and it's Griffin in at the four-man position. And for the East, Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. We've got Parker each and every night. So important to utilize that size under the basket, and you know he'll be contributing in every way he can here tonight. Then it's Johnson, and it's George in at the power forward.
The All-Star festivities always a big draw for VIPs, stars, and celebrities, and I see quite a few in the house tonight.
Yeah, really a festive atmosphere around this event and this weekend. There's just so much going on, both on and off the court.
You know, I think one thing that makes the All-Star Game so special is just the history involved. This event has been held since 1951, and a lot of those legends of the NBA past are here in attendance.
Well, I guess you'd call this weekend maybe the greatest pickup game on earth. Does that make sense, Clark?
It sure does, and I agree with you. I mean, there's no doubt it tops the list, partner.
And, here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So we've got a couple of free throws coming up. The West All-Stars shooting their first foul shot of the night. Johnson with a screen on Westbrook. Irving dishes to Johnson. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Johnson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Durant against Johnson. Back to Griffin. Outside Westbrook. It's up a three. The offensive rebound. Griffin can't get it to go in. On defense, the West All-Stars. Here's Johnson. No good. Great D that time from Westbrook. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. And Insanity picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
He tried to step in and cut him off, but just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
Now here's Griffin. Outside Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. Davis. Good.
Anthony Davis for 2.
Now here is George. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
I caught up with Coach Dave Yeager. We talked about what it means for him to be at the helm of the All-Star side, and he said, really, it is a testament to my team. They've played great, and this is just a side effect of them having a great start to the season. They deserve all the credit. Love it, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Now Durant. After the missed three from Johnson, Curry gets the bucket.
Well, Curry is a constant threat offensively, Kevin. As soon as he crosses half court, you have to pick him up. He's got unlimited range, but also the shiftiness on the dribble, the ability to create space, get into the paint, and either hit a little floater or find a teammate for a jump shot.
Well, one of the best shooters in the game, Steve, no question about that. The passing ability is there too, but it's his honey sweet stroke that really is his best quality.
Here's Westbrook after the made shot from Johnson. Now Durant. That's good. Durant's got 5 points so far.
A lot of great stories for all of these players, but he's definitely been one with a standout season, Clark.
You know, Steve, I've loved watching his tenacity. He's had a clear sense of focus. He's brought his A game on a consistent basis, night in and night out. I mean, he's been a huge factor for this team this season.
Here's Westbrook. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Westbrook drives in. Paul George with the steal. It's 2-on-1. Johnson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know it's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside. He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Outside Curry. Back to Durant. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 7 points for Kevin Durant.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
Johnson sets the screen for Harden. Johnson outside. Drains the three-pointer. Johnson's got 10 points.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Westbrook with it. George picks him up. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
They're doing a lot of spectating there on D. But hey, it's the All-Star game.
And here's the East. Trailing by 4. George passes to Johnson. And it's off from three-point range. And here is Curry outside Westbrook. Back to Curry. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Johnson can't hit.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Here's Curry. Back to Durant. Shot clock at 6. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That's his first foul. And Westbrook, here we go. Outside for Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Now Griffin inside. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Griffin's got his second bucket tonight.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Johnson with a screen on Westbrook. Irving kicks to Parker. Puts it up from 12. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Here comes Durant. He's got 7. Rejected by Irving. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Anthony Davis.
Well, playing in the All-Star game, something to really be proud of. And, of course, the starters are voted in by the fans. The reserves are voted in by the coaches. Either way, it's a heck of an honor.
Westbrook with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. 6 to shoot. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here. And Durant gets it to go. Steve, you talk about the starters and the reserves, unlike in regular games. In an All-Star game, everyone gets a chance to play.
Yeah, and I think the hardest part for the coaches, Kevin, is distributing those minutes because everybody is deserving. Everyone's a great player. And usually what happens is the starters get the most minutes because the coaches understand that that's who the fans have voted on there, and that's who they want to see.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
Just seems like they've been a step slow here.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
Well, we've seen that before. These two teammates hooking up. They've got a lot of chemistry together, no question.
They certainly do, and it's fun to watch. I mean, they really know what each other is thinking.
And here is Curry following the 3 from Johnson. The shot by Anthony, no good.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
It's been a strong night for Johnson. He already has 13 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
Well, as long as he's continuing to make them, I think they should make him more of a focal point of this offense.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Right against Anthony. Back to Love. And Insanity picks up the foul. That's foul number 2.
Well, one thing we're noticing here tonight, both teams pretty much taking care of the ball, which is impressive in a game like this.
Yeah, it really is, Steve. I mean, typically in a game like this, the players and teams can be a little loose, but that hasn't been the case so far.
Not too surprising to have so few fouls here.
Yeah, you know what? I think part of it is the officiating, Steve. They get a little more leeway from the officials to the players, but some credit has to go to the players as well. I mean, no need to be overly aggressive in this kind of game format.
Now, here is Harden, looking for his first basket still in this one. Johnson, good.
Now he's starting to pick up from what he accomplished in the first quarter, where he made 3 of his three-point attempts.
Outside Durant. Passes to Westbrook. The fader. And it's the East with the rebound. Parker's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Well, something special about him, guys, is just how good he is at winning the so-called second shot game, going hard to the offensive glass, salvaging points with his putbacks.
And you know what else, guys? He instigates so many of their fast breaks just because of how quick and accurate he is with his outlet passing. That's another one of his real nice talents.
Now, here is Irving. Johnson, that's for 2. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night. And here's Westbrook. Outside Curry. This one for 3. And he gets it to go. Curry's got 6.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
It's Harden with the drive. No good. Nice D from Cousins.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. And that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
And that one's good. Durant.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Harden gets a screen from Johnson. Harden kicks to Johnson. They grab their own miss.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Now Harden. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Kicks it out to Johnson to halt the run. Again, the miss by Johnson.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Cousins with a screen for Durant. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Even though he missed it, couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that.
And he gets the bucket.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Curry. Latrey. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Curry with the defensive effort.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Outside Durant. Oh, the buzzer beater. Amazing.
How about...
And now, brought to you by Sprint. The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And welcome back to the second half of the NBA All-Star Game. Always an exciting night of basketball.
Yeah, and Kevin, often the second half is where you see that intensity turned up a bit.
Well, yeah, the first half maybe a little more loose, and then the second half is where it can get more competitive once the game is on the line.
Now Curry. After the missed three from Johnson, Durant dishes to Davis. That's good. Davis has got the opening bucket to start the second half for the West All-Stars.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Johnson with a screen on Curry. Harden the pass to Johnson. And it's Johnson again missing. Now here's Durant. 17-point lead, their biggest. Back to Westbrook. He kicks it to Davis. Outside Durant. Outside Westbrook. From 10 feet out, the rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's tipped.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
The East All-Stars have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. And both free throws good for Johnson. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Outside Curry. Kicks it to Westbrook. Covered by Irving. Here's Griffin. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 14 points for Blake Griffin.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
Harden gets a screen from Johnson. Harden kicks to Johnson. Another miss by Johnson.
And they've missed the first 3 shots of the third quarter.
Shot's good by Durant.
I tell you, he's really carrying a lot of the load offensively, and that's almost always good news for them.
Johnson sets the screen for Harden. Gives him the lead pass. Irving. No luck. Now the West All-Stars the other way.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today. A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Here is Harden. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Johnson from outside. And he gets the bucket. Johnson's got 27 points.
And that's his first 3 of the second half after really lighting it up beyond the arc in the first.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Durant doing all sorts of things. He has 23 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
I'm sure they'd like to get him a few more of those, so look for them to run some screens for him, try to pop him open.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Johnson with a screen on Westbrook. The 3. Johnson can't get it to go.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Griffin dishes to Durant. Griffin sets the screen for Durant. Back to Griffin. That's good.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
From deep, Johnson. West All-Stars with the rebound. Westbrook's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Outside Durant. He feeds it to Curry. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Harden outside. Johnson. Parker kicks to Johnson. And so out of bounds it goes. And they retain possession. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. And here are the East All-Stars now. Fires for 3. And that one's good. Johnson's got 8 here in the quarter.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Stevenson outside. The pass to Davis. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist.
Davis for 2.
10 points for Anthony Davis.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
And that one's good.
Well, coaches love him because of the hustle he's continually showing out on the floor. And I think where you really see it most is on the offensive boards.
And Steve, he knows how to get himself on the highlight reel with some of those dunks, but it's not just for show with him. It's an injection of energy for his team and for the crowd.
And it's Stevenson missing.
That's one he knows he should have made.
Johnson kicks to Drummond. Back to Johnson. Outside for Lowry. No good on the triple. Now here's Anthony. Right side Davis. Back to Anthony. Feeds it to Stevenson. Pass to Davis. Clock at 6. Lots of room. And it's the East with the rebound.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that
For
one.
2.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the West All-Stars?
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the West. Now, here's Stevenson. Pass to Hammond. Back to Stevenson. Love. Sinks that one from the post. Now Lowry. Lowry gets a screen from Johnson. Lowry passes to Barker. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. Dishes to Stevenson. And there's the pass to Hammond. The feed to Cousins. Pass to Hammond. Fires the three. And that one's good.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Johnson can't hit.
Well, he's kind of been a black hole offensively.
Yeah, and in an all-star game, Steve, that's not a good move. I mean, I think sharing the ball is really important.
And the West All-Stars have possession. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points. Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Pass to Anthony. 1:58 left here in the third quarter. Passes it to Hammond. Three-pointer. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And it's blocked by Love. Anthony against Drummond. Anthony dishes to Cousins. Can't get it to go. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Now the pass to Barker. Shoots from the baseline. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got his 3rd rebound on the night. The dish to Love. He passes to Stevenson. Back to Love. Fires the 3. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. Love's got 5 points so far.
Boy, when you got a big man who can shoot from distance like he can, what a huge bonus that is.
Lowry kicks to Johnson. Into Drummond. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Hammond. Lowry covering. Cousins with a screen on Lowry. He dishes it to Love. Pass to Hammond. 5 on the clock. Off target from 3-point range. Gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Johnson attacking. Misses in close.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Cousins with a screen for Anthony. Kicks it out to Love. Sinks the triple. Love's got 8 points in the quarter.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
They better not make it 3 straight, because now all of a sudden you're looking at a hot streak.
Johnson outside. Takes a 3. Excellent D there from Anthony. Here's Stevenson. And no good trying to get that one. The 3 quarters of play off. We've been having a great time here. We hope you have been too. The All-Star Game coverage continues. Thanks again for tuning in here to 2K Sports.
Both teams putting on a show.
Boy, it sure has been fun to watch, hasn't it?
Now Westbrook, following the 3-point attempt by Lance Stevenson. Westbrook passes to Curry. He kicks to Griffin. Lets it go from the wing. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Griffin. And that's 10 points for Steph Curry. Harden outside. From deep, Johnson. Here's George. Lays it up and banks it in.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Outside Westbrook. Kicks to Curry. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
Irving dishes to Johnson. Stolen by Westbrook. Goes up. And the jam by Steph Curry.
Well, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark Power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Here's Harden. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebounds.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
So an almost entirely new group now for the West. The West All-Stars with the ball. Poked loose. Johnson against Durant. He feeds it to Bledsoe. Curry. They get the rebound.
Well, remember, he made 2 3-pointers in the first half, but has not been able to get anything to fall here in the second.
Johnson double-teamed. Feeds to Drummond. Oh, and here comes Curry all alone. And he gets it to go.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. I mean, if you look at the points, I mean, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. Here's Wall. Wall gets a screen from Johnson. And Wall kicks to Johnson. Dishes to Drummond. To the inside. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Some great free throw shooting so far in this second half.
I think they should keep trying to initiate contact and get back to the line until they start missing from there. But as it is, they're perfect so far, so keep it up.
And Stevenson's checked in for Steph Curry. Bledsoe with it. He's picked up by Wall. Love against Drummond. And Stevenson kicks to Bledsoe. The feed now to Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Johnson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. East with the ball. And Wall kicks to Johnson. And the 3 off target.
He has not shot the ball well here, and I think it's time for him to start looking for his teammates a little bit.
And good on the basket. Book it.
Are you sensing or feeling a theme here, fellas? I mean, they're taking it straight to the bucket every time down.
And why not? I mean, that's 8 straight points in the paint for this team. They're making this a very physical battle.
And that one falls for John Wall. Both shots good from the stripe. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Anthony against Johnson. Anthony, the pass to Stevenson. Back to Anthony. Pass to Love. The shot, no good. Good D by Johnson.
I think we've seen the defensive intensity start to ramp up a little bit.
Yeah, I think so, Steve. A little more effort here as the game has progressed.
Not a good look at the hoop. They've got to do a better job offensively creating some space.
Bledsoe outside. Anthony kicks to Love. Back to Anthony. Passes it to Love. Outside Anthony. Anthony left side. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Anthony's got 4 points this quarter. Here are the East All-Stars. Johnson with a screen on Stevenson. Dragic with it. Now guarded by Stevenson. Johnson sets the screen for Wall. Left side, Wall. The baseline J. And yes, sir, that one drops.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Johnson over to help. Anthony down low. He's against King. Anthony kicks to Bledsoe. Out to Anthony. The three. Anthony missing again. Now Johnson. Wall dishes to Johnson. To the paint. Here's Dragic. Johnson, the pass to Dragic. Johnson, he's covered by Anderson. Here's King. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Anthony's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The pass to Bledsoe. Anderson outside. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, Kevin, probably his greatest value lies in his tremendous three-point shooting. When he's out on the perimeter, it gives them the ability to really stretch the defense out.
And something else he has on his resume are his ball skills. What a ball handler and dribbler. I mean, he looks like he was born with a basketball in his hands. It looks like it's part of his body.
Here's Bledsoe after the made shot from Andre Drummond. Love with the screen on Dragic. Stevenson working against Dragic. Love kicks to Bledsoe. Outside Anthony. Lets it go from deep. The putback and the dunk by Love.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Here is Wall. There's the dish to Johnson. Great D that time from Love. And the West All-Stars have possession. Anthony kicks to Bledsoe. And instead he picks up the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Well, at this stage, he might as well have a seat and get off the floor. They've got no chance in this.
White, he's checked in for Johnson. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And guys, I really like the way they gelled as a team out there. They'll take the bragging rights home for the rest of the season.
Of course, nobody's too worried about the outcome in this game. They're just happy to have played in it.
And we're happy to have brought it to you. So for Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching and good night, everyone.
I've been rapping for about 17 years, okay? I don't write my stuff anymore. I just kick it from my head, you know what I'm saying? I can do that. No disrespect, but that's how I am.
The good news is you got to play in the All-Star game. The bad news, it's kind of hard to qualify that as playing. What gives?
It's an all-star game. What did you expect? Not everyone can be a star out there when you got 12 guys on the team all expecting to get some minutes. And tonight wasn't my night. But again, it's an all-star game. No reason to get all worked up about it. I bet with everything else to focus on, nobody even noticed what I did out there.